Prompting isn't automation. If you're still reprompting over and over again just to get content out, you're actually doing manual work, but just slightly faster. When I landed a new client, I thought I could just use AI and, be done with it. But it took almost half a day just to spit out some content. So I built a system where one Telegram voice note triggers an agent to run the entire content pipeline completely on its own with high reliability. But to understand how I did that, we first have to go back to when I first got the client. So I got in touch with Andrew from LucidView and I started creating content manually. And yeah, that took around half a day. And I quickly realized the problem. I was prompting and reprompting and regenerating stuff, constantly, mainly because of the common flaws with large language models, context rot and hallucinations. And don't forget all of the mistakes. Because if I can do that, I can maintain all of the knowledge base as the prompt and insert it directly into the dashboard. Then every prompt that I do generate goes through that first. So it always includes the corporate identity, whether it includes images, text, videos, you name it. Now obviously I could do this with something like init-in, pulling each and every workflow connecting one to the next, but I found it was much faster to iterate by just vibe coding it. And I won't lie, this dashboard is amazing. It would come up with content ideas, generate images, convert those images into videos, come up with different hooks, generate LinkedIn posts, and publish all of them to social media all at once. So I really thought this was the final form. No more hallucinations and less frustrations. Like, look, there were mistakes along the way, but it was way less. And by the way, this dashboard with the OpenClaw skills, you can find right here in our brand new Corporate Automation Library School community that we just launched. And this is where you can find all of the other automations that I use on a daily basis to get leads, save time, save money, and scale my business without scaling headcount. And yeah, we've even sold some of these automations for anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000. But back to the story, this is where things got interesting. Now, even though this dashboard was really amazing, I noticed that there was just one thing that just wasn't right. It was still me that's managing all of the generations, clicking the generate buttons, waiting for each thing to complete, and then going through all of the tabs. And now some of these tasks may take microseconds, some may take minutes, but having to do all of it consistently would have amounted to hours or even days per month. Now, this is where I would normally hire someone to handle the dashboard for me. Now, that goes against my entire principle of automating my business. The thing is, hiring for me is a last resort, and honestly, for a lot of companies, it's probably the same. So what I did was create an API. You could also create an MCP server if you really wanted to. Now, I just exposed all of the functions via an API and gave it to OpenClaw to access every single function in the dashboard. Now, initially I tried giving OpenClaw, or you could even use Claude Code, the skills to generate different images, videos, text posts, and all of that. And it would normally work fine, but when I tested it, it sometimes would forget to use a specific skill, or it just wouldn't use the skill at all. And I found that if you're doing any workflow-based project, things can get pretty lost in the chat. Like if I'm working on something, then I tell OpenClaw I need to go back and work on this current project, it would mean that I have to scroll all the way back, trying to find that image or video or piece of context just to continue. And that's just a hassle. And the other thing I like is the visual element. Having a dashboard means I can ask it to do something completely different and then come back to the dashboard to review or continue the task further, whether it's ideation or creation. Now, with this current setup, everything I create sits on the dashboard, so it's easy to find, easy to continue, and easy to pick up on the workflow, even if I want to do it manually, also known as human in the loop, by the way. So what's really cool about this is that now I can just send one single voice note via Telegram and it can handle multiple on-brand outputs using OpenClaw without relying on me. I can say create me 10 ideas, and for each of them I want videos for all of them, as well as LinkedIn posts, as well as images, as well as articles, generative engine optimized. And OpenClaw with this dashboard will do all of that for me. So those ideas get populated, and it's really cool that all of the content ideas that I ask for gets populated on the marketing dashboard for me to follow up on. And I can stop at any time and continue or pick up wherever I want to. Then I can say for this particular idea, or for all of the content ideas, generate me 2 images, 3 videos, and 3 LinkedIn posts. Then after I review, I can be like, okay, I'm happy with this, publish it all to social media. And because I have all of my accounts linked, whether it's LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, X, YouTube, it gets pushed to all of them. And it'll even return some of these images to Telegram, which is, I think, pretty cool. So the lesson I learned from this is that sometimes you think you're automating just because you are using ChatGPT or any other AI tool, maybe even Claude Sonnet 4.6. But if you are still doing more than 50% of the work, you are still the bottleneck and you're not automating. It's only when you hit 80% plus that you hit the Goldilocks zone for automation. So for example, let's look at a progress breakdown for a task. Initially, it's fully me doing 100% of the work. With ChatGPT, maybe it becomes me 50% and AI 50%. But with a tool, it might be me 10%, OpenClaw 40%, and an AI plus the tool doing 50%. So now you're at 90% automation for that particular task. So the action that I have for you is that if you want to automate a task, the steps that you need to take are: first, audit how much time is this particular task taking you with and without AI. Then create a tool for yourself. You can obviously vibe code a dashboard. You can prepare the prompts ahead of time, whatever it is. You can then start relinquishing control slowly. Give the dashboard an API, connect it to OpenClaw, and let it manage most of the workflows for you. Because if you think about it, if I had to go through each and every column and click generate, and then go to the next one, repeat over and over and over again, that becomes a repetitive process, which is perfect for AI to automate. And we can show you how in the corporate automation library school community on how to automate some of these processes to the max. So now I leave it to you. How do you actually automate things? And what percentage of your specific tasks have you automated? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you want to know more about how this marketing dashboard works, then click this video right up here.